How you doing, everybody? Bones back here in the Alternative Energies Lab. Gonna take a break on the hydrogen HHO cell for a little while. Did a lot of research on vehicle testing. Got a lot of information I need to get onto video and get to everybody. Uh, some good stuff, some not so good stuff, but we'll give it to you, all of it, and uh, everybody can make their own judgments. But anyway, working on my new project for a little while is going to be a windmill. I've got stopped off my auto parts store today and picked up a just a typical GM alternator. There's nothing special about it. It's just a GM single wire alternator that I picked up. Just give you an idea of what we're going to do is we're just going to take it apart. So if you've got an old GM alternator laying around the house or something, you've got free power just sitting there waiting for you to use it. So I've already taken some of it apart just to make it faster on the video here, but pretty much you want to remove the pulley and the cooling fan off the front of it. You're not going to need those. It's just going to end up with the front, and then there's on this particular one here, we've got 4 screws, 5/16 head screws that are holding it together. So just go ahead and remove all those screws. They're pretty long, but you don't need you just need to pull them apart, and then just simply pull it apart. That's the front half with the bearing in it. Then you've got the rotor, and unfortunately you don't need it, even though this was a rebuilt. I don't know what they did to rebuild them because it doesn't look like it's far from brand new. But anyway, you're not going to need the rotor, so you can set that aside. That leaves you with the stator on the inside and the rectifier, and then you've got a white piece back here. It's the pickups for it. You'll see it back there in the back. And like I said, then you get the rectifier. What you want to do is you want to pull all this apart. I haven't got that far yet. But you want to go ahead and pull all that apart. You're going to need all of that. So I'm going to go ahead and pause it here and pull this all apart and get it all apart. Bottom line is, all I want is the housing and the rectifier. That's it. The rectifier with the diodes. That's all I want. The rest of it, gone. X-nay. I'm going to go ahead and order new stator and order a new rotor. I can rewind the stator if I wanted to, but the time that it would take to rewind this, it's just not really, it's not going to be worth it. So I'll just go ahead and buy a new one. I'm going to get all that information together for you on where I'm buying these parts from, but we'll just take it one step at a time at this point here. I paid $46 for this alternator. I'll get $10 back just to throw any alternator in a box. So I'll find one laying around somewhere. A friend somewhere's got to have an old alternator. There's no good. The reason I bought a rebuilt one is because when they rebuild them, they replace the bearings in them, and I know the housings aren't going to have any cracks on them. So that's pretty much the reason. To me, it wasn't worth going to a junkyard and buying one for $25 when I can spend another $10 knowing that it's got a good housing on there. There's no cracks in it. The bearings are brand new in here, so I don't have to worry about it. So we'll go ahead and finish pulling this thing apart. Get the pieces out of it that we need. I'll put the rectifier aside because again we're going to use that later on down the road. Another thing we're going to do here is look at this thing from the back, and it's pretty round. It's got a pretty good round circle on it. What I'm going to do is cut these. I'm going to cut these wings off right here, these tabs. I'll do that side, and then I'll do the other side. I'll cut that whole tab off. So this is just a circular rotor. This isn't by any means my design. I've seen this. There's another fella on YouTube that did it. So I'm pretty much just going to try and duplicate most of what he's doing on here and see how it works out for us. So this is, like I said, it's not my design. I may change it as I go along, different parts of it, but just try to get the information out there. You know, we've got so much free energy out there. I'm going to take advantage of mine. I'm tired of paying $300 electric bills. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this bad boy apart, get all the parts out of it, and get it ready to get put back together once my new parts come in, and see what we can do. So that's it for now. Just give you a heads up, let you know that we're plugging away at different things. Like I said, I'm getting a little bit burned out with the hydrogen. It's in my vehicles. It's working. It's working pretty well. I just want to, I need a break. I need a break, something different a little while. But that's it. Okay. As I get more built, I'll put it together and see if we can't make a big video out of this.